Hello, internet friends. It is Saturday night. This is Quests and Chaos. I just remembered who we are. And we are playing Call of Cthulhu. Thank you so much for spending part of your geekend with us. We really appreciate it.
Who knows what we're reading on the screen?
We
are. Awesome.
Uh-oh.
You never know.
Our
You
faces.
Never know.
I wear no mask.
Apologies for the slight delay. We had to find a character sheet to get started. So, oh my gosh, I show up every week, and you know our tavern upkeep bumps by 5%, 6%. Our tavern upkeep has gone up like 15% since last week. That's crazy. It's 87% now, which that's all thanks to you, our viewers, and the bits that you give, our patrons, our Twitch subscribers, and folks on YouTube who watch our stuff. That is amazing. 87% is, we've had a good run of tavern upkeep the last 6 months or so. It's been amazing. You magnificent bastards are...
And the Baroness, every time we reach tavern upkeep, she gets somebody a 5e book.
Look at that. The Baroness, our patroness, wherever she may be.
Wherever she may be.
Which is not literally right
No.
now.
The smile of every child.
Maybe not the metal ones, but
They don't smile.
Yes, they do.
they always smile. They
Yeah.
don't, yeah.
That's how I built them.
When those smiles are happening, they aren't real.
They've got,
They
like,
don't touch
the
the eyes. They're like a presenter I saw yesterday where he smiled and there were teeth but no eye, but no smile in the eyes. It was terrifying.
Once they have real eyes, though.
If only you could find some. We have a couple of giveaways tonight. First off, we are going to be giving away our friend, the official dice of the Great Dane Society, Birds of Paradise. We roll them, you should too. We're going to be giving away maybe it's not my favorite Birds of Paradise set because parrot sharks exist, but
only
maybe
for you they
So
exist.
your list of favorite Twitch users and your list of favorite Birds of Paradise dice there's
we're just
both of them are a
gonna
list.
welcome to my new show, Lists.
I mean,
That's very popular on the internet. Those titles are a thing.
Yeah. Have you heard of clickbait?
Wah, wah.
The 5 best Birds of Paradise.
Oh, there we go. All right. Number 5.
Number 5 will surprise you.
The Arizona Sunset set, which I have. They are some of my favorites. There's like some copper, there's some dark, there's some flecks of iridescent material in there. Beautiful dice. We'll be giving away this set of Birds of Paradise. Bad news, no soap this week, but maybe next week we'll get some more soap and you can enjoy that. And then
Someone needed to shower.
I mean, it's perfect because next week Ezra's going to be at a con when it's
There
a
you go,
commentary
yeah.
on con goers.
Here we have the nerdy giveaway, but we know that you, our viewers, this is an erudite crew. You know, your D&D games, they get the mouth breathers, but we get the intellectuals. So have we got a giveaway for you intellectuals? Thomas, make us all smarter.
I don't know if that's gonna happen. Anyway,
That was said ironically.
John August is a screenwriter of some note. But
Welcome to my TED Talk.
He is more known as a podcaster with the Script Notes podcast. But he came out with a deck of cards for writers, like idea prompts for different things.
Would you say maybe inspiration?
Maybe. They call it the Writer Emergency Pack. And we backed it way back when because we were fans of their podcast. And this is the deluxe special edition only from that Kickstarter.
Wow.
Numbered, in fact.
Limited edition.
Yes. And they are actually running a current Kickstarter that they are doing the Writer Emergency Pack XL, where they're just bigger cards.
Oh, I thought they were bigger emergencies.
Yes.
Now my house is on fire!
Yeah, but the XL ones are for people with old eyes who
Yeah.
can actually
I
breathe
need
in.
Otherwise, I'm like holding it out there.
So anyway, so if you enter ! Kickstarter into the chat, which I'm sure has already been done, you have a link to the Kickstarter. We have no affiliation with this other than we are fans of theirs.
Yeah, that's hey, it's always good to shout out people who are doing cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I totally support. I think it's great. That's exciting.
So
So
we're
we'll
gonna-
be giving away one of those. Maybe we'll do that at the break, and we'll do the Birds of Paradise in the second half.
Perfect.
So the hashtag Chaos of the Break this time will be the writer deck. I'm sure I won't remember that. So we love Birds of Paradise. You can use our code, probably chaotic, at checkout, and you get 20% off of your dice. So if you don't win a set tonight, you can go buy a set. And they've got a ton there. Andrea's done some restocking. There are birds everywhere, and it's a mess. So take some birds off her hand and roll you some great dice.
It's all very Alfred Hitchcockian in there.
Tippy Hedren will not go near her house.
There is a Birdemic 4, I think.
What?
Was that a Mad Lib? What did you just
anyway,
say?
if you have never heard of Birdemic,
I've heard of the.
Is that a
bird
sandwich? What
it's an homage to Alfred Hitchcock
I see.
by a somewhat local filmmaker. You should
Somewhat
just,
local.
I think
Like Los Angeles?
No, I think like Monterey.
Oh, got it. In California, it's all over.
But anyway, you should go watch the trailer if you can find it.
Birdemic.
It's a Birdemic.
Birdemic.
But 4, not the other ones.
You sound like you're trying to convince Alan to watch a bad
Yes. Oh my God, Alan would love 1, 2, 3, and 4.
There were so many unanswered questions after the first 3.
Well, I mean, see, I didn't even know there was a 4th until a friend on Facebook is like, "I'm in Birdemic 4," and I'm like, "Oh no."
There's more than one?
Friends, if you're announcing things like I'm in Birdemic 4, it's time to examine your career.
It's because you're doing great.
Yes, exactly.
I also reached out to another friend of mine for this project that I had to deal with.
Birdemic 5.
He's like, "Did you know I'm now working for the Asylum?" And his latest movie was Shark Side of the Moon that he's doing visual effects for.
Does it sync up with the album? Is that?
I don't know. I don't know. It should.
I suddenly feel better about my tiny claim to fame, which is that I've been an extra in every season of 13 Reasons Why.
There you go. Mm-hmm. I was in the original cast of a play called Co-ed Naked Prison Sluts.
Well, there you
Do you
go.
still have the script?
The script. Actually, so they had a shtick built in where there was a warden, and the warden was supposed to be a cameo, but they couldn't get anybody to do the they were hoping they could get some local
name?
news guy or
okay,
something to go, like Wayne Shannon. He's not doing anything. But
Krusty the Clown.
Self-respect got in the way.
but apparently naming the play Co-ed Naked Prison Sluts meant that Pete Giddings was like, pass.
I understand.
By the way, I've just name dropped 3 80s newscasters that are probably all dead.
Well, that went dark.
Wow, dark.
I don't know, man. Dan Rather's still kicking.
Maybe if they'd been in the show.
True.
But so I was the cameo for most of the run of the show.
Cameo.
Sad. So I had no script. I was just supposed to go in, and then I
So
largely
you were the warden.
I was the warden. I just showed up, and they were like,
Hey, knock it off in there.
that in fact was my line. Hey, knock it off. And then my other line was, I would bust open a door and go, what's going on in here?
That tracks.
Totally could see that.
And then
Wow.
and that was literally all I had. And so I would just come up with business, and they would just improv around me as I did business, and it was showbiz.
And later they sold it to Netflix.
That's right.
The new black.
It's a 6-episode miniseries now, and a true crime podcast. Our friends at Hero Forge, we have an affiliate link with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting whiplash from that.
Yank us back on topic.
Sometimes I go into game show host mode. Bit.ly Q and Chiro Forge, you can go and you can get miniatures made of all sorts of any sort of character. They have all sorts of stuff. Nick has started making unclothed versions of his characters.
Well,
My goodness, I do declare.
Our friends at Nord Games, they make great products that let you play 5e for some reason, but not give Wizards of the Coast money, which is awesome. You can use the code Chaotic20 there, and you get 20% off your order. James will tell you all about their website. Just ask him.
I need to have Matt teach me HTML.
HTML.
yeah.
He's not the only one who speaks sign language around here. He's just better at it than me.
This is what I know. It's your turn. For that's our Axis and Allies. He'll be
He's
like,
better than me.
Because you're playing on the computer, right? Yeah. Speaking of playing things on the computer, Gloomhaven, which we have played many times and almost gotten the rules right every time, is now for, I think until Monday, is free. The computer version, which is fantastic. And I'll be honest, once I started playing the computer version, I didn't want to like set up the original again, because when we would come in and we would tape something, we would spend an hour setting up all of the little pieces and putting them in the right places and things like that. And then we'd play the game, and if we lost in the first 20 minutes, we're like, well, we have to set this all up again. But the video game takes care of that. It's got the neatest thing, it has cross-platform multiplayer. So you can play, if you get it on the Epic store, you can play with people who have it on Switch or people who have it on Steam, that sort of thing. It is a great version of the game. It's almost feature complete now, and they're probably going to do Frosthaven, so they'll have a new one out. That'll be exciting.
I might get that on the Switch because I am a Mac user and it is not available for Mac users.
Oh, there we go.
It's
Okay, yeah.
available
It
for
is
Windows.
Yeah.
But if it's on the Switch, I might get it
Well,
and
it's-
like throw something at you and be like, hey, play with me.
So I think the Steam version is available on all platforms.
Yeah, I don't know.
But the Epic Games is only for Windows.
Weird.
Yeah, the Steam might have Mac. I don't
I'll
recall.
check. I'm not sure.
But check it out. Gloomhaven is fantastic. It's wonderful. We have one other friend of the show, and it is again, I can't stress this enough. We have our writers coming up with new features all the time. So exciting, and America has spoken, and they love Who Bought This Weird Thing on Amazon. In fact, we're working on a big 3D graphic that's just going to fly in.
We can do that. Don't.
Yeah, I remember how long it took to do the Gloomhaven,
Yeah.
the life bar. We are working on graphics. We have a jingle. It's exciting. Alondra is going to hum the jingle.
You have words yet?
It is going to be fantastic. But for now, we just have Thomas. Thomas, what weird thing did somebody buy on Amazon now?
You know, I don't know at the moment, so
I'm so glad I hadn't sipped yet.
it's a game. It's our first game that somebody's bought, you know, rather than camera gear, bondage gear, workout stuff, popcorn.
Lots of popcorn.
It is Skyjo. It is a card game for kids. It looks kind of suspiciously like Uno, but it's called Skyjo. I don't know what.
I wonder if Skyjo's a word in another
Was that Jay
language.
Matthews for his kids?
I don't know.
I mean, Rhoda
Skyjo.
and Declan are getting
Is
about
that
the right age for that.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
right.
sky?
It's a branded GI Joe card game. There is a deck builder. The GI Joe deck builder is better than the GI Joe role playing game.
And the deck
How high
builder's
of a bar is that to clear?
Well, it's kind of like saying I'd rather drown than be electrocuted. You know?
Like
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, just my last 30 days. Here we go.
Yeah.
This
sorry.
is Thomas's last 30 days. Where
You wouldn't rather be
No.
electrocuted?
we didn't.
No.
Really?
The
That
game.
probably.
Am I the only one here?
That's by Renegade
Yeah.
Game Studios, right? Yeah. Okay. It's got I forget what it is. Anyway.
If you say coffin, I'm walking out this door.
Well, there you go. That is we maybe oversold that.
You know what? I could have clicked the link in Twitch, and that would have been a lot faster than looking up my dashboard. You know.
Because electrocution can be really fast. And I don't know why you'd want to drag it out.
I mean, but it could be.
Could be, but yeah, I mean, drowning? Guaranteed. It's gonna take a while. Even if you exhale before jumping in that pool, it's and
not
then
gonna
think
take
about
that
the
long.
stuff that you could drown in.
Why are we talking
What if
about
you were in the
this?
sewers?
Somebody
You
is
want
interested in this dying thing.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I don't see why you'd pick. Okay, maybe it's just me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This turned into the worst game of apples to apples ever.
Oh, so Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, there you go.
Would you rather?
Oh my.
We, our fantastic patrons, last episode showered these ingrates in bits, and they proceeded to use a lot of them.
It was like a golden shower of bits.
Thomas.
Go sit in the corner.
You know, so
Think
have
about
you-
what you've done.
He is.
So when you do John's
The bits are they're gold.
when you do theater sports, like John Stone, that sort of thing, there is a convention that if you make a crass joke, you have to wear the bag. And they have a paper bag that you put over your head. And if you're in a scene, you have to justify this bag with a ridiculous face on it. So you have to wear it for like 5 minutes. And that joke deserved the bag.
I am a cat. I stuck my head in this bag. Go.
I thought it was a box.
My favorite part, by the way, of how many bits they used
There was glue in here.
how many of those bits Nick used when he was a plant.
Ezra convinced me I was saving the world.
Oh! You knew
That's
it.
why I did it.
You knew what you were doing.
But they still have a few. You, the players, have 3 bits. These might be slidey bits, they might be squeal bits, they might be... They could, who knows what they are, but you have 3 of them, so enjoy those.
Quick reflexes.
No, you don't need to throw them at me anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he's
Wait,
never
are you killing Eugene?
He's never going to use them again. Give them to Dimitri.
Here, play Kingdom Ward again. We'll see if they buy it this time.
Oh. You know what? I've thought about what I've done.
Look, I just wanted to apologize.
Well, I think as we've seen, they can just take over anybody, right? So
Yeah.
he might have just been
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
I still have 2 patron bits that I did not use.
You didn't need them with Nick on your side.
It's true. He was definitely helping out.
I'm helping.
We also are the people who are watching now. We have some bits from, so that's awesome. Our buddy Tamago Tora, always here. He has 500 bits to never question Eugene's judgment again after the ritual.
I very strongly beg to differ. Don't give those to me.
I feel like I should throw this in Eugene's cup. What did that? That was terrible.
I don't
That
know.
was terrible on my part.
It
That
was. You hit the laptop.
Wow, I missed that was really bad. This feels conditional. We also have 500 from Tamago Tora because fire and explosives are overdue.
Yes.
So
Okay,
set
yeah.
Eugene on fire.
Or explode him.
Also an option.
And then we have a cryptic note. Apparently we got 98 bits from Danny to keep it even. I don't know what we're keeping even, but
The number of bits or bringing it up to a reasonable percentage.
I see.
13,000 exactly or something like that.
Oh, wow.
My eyes don't work at all.
That's exciting.
13. Nope, 132,000.
Wow.
There it is.
Decimals are,
Each,
tricky.
each bit is a,
Is 1.
yeah.
Have you considered LASIK? I hear from James that it works wonders.
No, we gotta get the cyber eyes.
Then I can't be a fighter pilot, else I can't see anything now.
What do you want to be a fighter pilot with contacts?
You just need to get a fighter jet.
You're also, old.
Oh, wow!
That's like
So's
me.
Tom Cruise.
Don't
That's
listen
like-
to him. You get that fighter jet.
I mean, admittedly, I'm the youngest person at this table, but I'm too old to be a fighter pilot at this point.
I mean, that's like me being like, darn it, now I can never be in the NBA.
There aren't the limits that you think there are. Just get the jet and fly it, and then you are.
You are a fighter pilot.
I think that there's a very significant barrier to entry at the get the fighter jet part.
Yeah.
How many,
Steal a fighter jet.
I don't know. I've seen.
who
Someone
was it?
has it in their front yard.
Who was it that was giving away, like, it was a joke, but like some Super Bowl, this is years ago. I can't remember if it was a good product, if it was a bad product or I think it was a cigarette company, but it was one of those, remember in the 90s when
No.
when affinity programs were a thing and they're like, you get points for every Marlboro you smoke or for every Pepsi you drink.
I don't remember that.
And you get a jacket or something. And one of them was like, if you get 5 million points, you get an F-15. Probably they didn't really give somebody.
I would totally do that though.
That's a lot of Pepsi.
I would farm that out.
And it's Pepsi.
Wow.
You
I
probably
have a lot
call.
of I have a lot of friends with no taste, so they're friends with me.
There you go. Ah, see what you did there.
Pepsi's better
Wait,
than Coke.
wait.
What? We are gonna turn this stream around.
Flavor and everything.
Friends with no taste.
And then Coke
see?
has like at least a layer on your teeth. You know, afterwards,
I'd rather you drowned and were electrocuted.
Drowned and electrocuted at the same time?
Wait,
Well,
what?
I mean,
You know, you were just being hurtful there.
Wow.
Not as hurtful as saying Pepsi's better than Coke.
Ooh.
Them's fighting words.
You know,
Okay,
it can hurt,
children,
but it doesn't
children,
change the
children.
fact.
everyone is entitled to their own opinion.
It's wrong, but.
Says you.
I mean, I come from the South, so in the South, everything's Coke.
Everything's
So Pepsi's Coke.
Pepsi is
Yeah,
Coke,
no, you go to the
Coke is
store
Pepsi.
and you say I'd like a Coke, and you go, which one, Shug?
Lemonade.
The orange one, I guess.
One cocaine in it.
We should play a game.
Yes, we
What?
should.
No.
Why? We make terrible decisions in game too.
I make great decisions sometimes.
No, you do not.
Sometimes.
You luck
sometimes.
into them.
I once made a good
You
decision.
luck into the
It was a really good decision.
And you became an immortal gorilla.
That was a
a good
decision.
decision.
I will give
Yeah.
you that.
All right, that's one.
Friends, let's see what goes right this time.
I like the most about Pepsi.
Welcome back, internet friends, and hello, podcast listeners. For your convenience, I will be not naming any players today. But welcome to Quests and Chaos. This is Children of Fear, episode 18, part the first. I can't wait to play Unicorn Polo. We are playing Call of Cthulhu. Thank you so much for joining us and for listening to us. And if you get a chance, leave a review on whatever podcast thing you're listening to us on. Maybe it's your not iPads. What were the little things with the spinny? iPod. That's what it was.
I still have one of those.
Wow, does it work?
Yes, I have an iPod Classic. I keep all of my music and podcasts in it.
Classic.
Wow, the redacted report's going old school.
It's 160 gigs. I have yet to fill that thing.
Wow, that's impressive. You can also join our Discord, where you can see all sorts of cool things. We have channels for all of our shows. We've got a support channel that has become an emotional support channel. We've got, although it would be funny if somebody put a technical support question in there and people are like, I'm really sorry.
Do you need a
I'm sorry it doesn't print. Oh man, that sucks. You can find links to all of our social media stuff, including our Discord, at our link tree, which has a ridiculous URL that you can see in our chat, but that doesn't help our podcast listeners. So I'll name it's linktr.ee/quests and chaos, all spelled out.
See, it's not that hard.
Warbucks drops page. We have. I want to highlight. So we mentioned it last time, but I want to mention it again because the Kickstarter is still going on. Daisy Quest is a all Indian.
It's not
at least all Swana.
It's not a Dukes of Hazzard Kickstarter.
It is not a no.
Daisy Quest,
no.
where Daisy has gone missing.
No.
Spelled
Bo
DESI.
and
Yeah,
Luke
nobody
need to get back
will
in
be
the-
wearing cutoffs that I am aware of.
Damn it.
It's an actual play with all Daisy players, GM, writers, stories, producers, that sort of thing. That is going to be using parts of that culture in the game, which I think is super exciting. They've gotten their goal. They are well on their way to a great success. But it's going to be a super cool show, well worth checking out. If you get a chance, go support Daisy Quest. It is always good to support creators from communities that haven't traditionally gotten the spotlight in actual plays, and that is definitely one of them. So last time we had the ritual. You saved the oh wait.
Yeah.
We
But that monk was delicious.
well, we can ask Helen if that is. You conducted the ritual with Tenzin, with all of you taking part in it in various ways, and you were unable. First of all, the hallucinogenics kicked in, and then throughout there was also a spell woven into the ritual that compelled Gwendolyn, the avatar of the goddess, to actually perform the actions, not to mime them, and which was, caused all sorts of problems and led to the death of Tenzin Kalsong. And from there, the gates of Agartha were flung open. The King of Fear is his way is now clear to throw the world into an age of turmoil and despair. And you were summoned, sucked into a vortex, really, to Shambhala, to the City of Knowledge, which each of you experienced differently, based on sort of where you were. Oh, where did I put that? Because I still need those karmic lists.
No, you don't.
I think we're good now. We will only do good from here on out.
It was an extra page, right?
But you that shtick might come back later on. But you each experienced differently based on sort of your actions during the campaign, and you were given the I think it was Nick who referred to it as the video game quest of now go here and do this, and you received various clues as to where you were going to go. Nick, do you want to give that a read?
No.
To remind people?
Does anyone else want to competently read it?
I could do that.
All right, give
There's
it to him.
competent
Pass it
reading.
over.
I say have them do it.
Okay, all right, fine. Whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. We're the holy ones who brought the divine knowledge to the land of snows. First hone their understanding. Seek out the jars that hold the key to locking, which should never have been unlocked by mortal hands. From there, travel to the Emperor's gateway to the Narakas, built before he found enlightenment. Within are the implements to aid you in your quest. That which, when held in the right hand, represents skillful means, along with that which, when held in the left hand, represents wisdom. Together, the sound of emptiness, the Lord of Stone's indestructible drop, and the words of the precious master form a powerful tool against the King of Fear. Wield them in the place that shares its name with where the great guru was born, but not born. A mirror reflecting that which is lost and that which can no longer be approached. Wherein lies the heart of the world, and hope that it is not too late to seal the gates of Agartha. Thank you.
So you've there are I think it was actually last time you pointed out like some of those words would be in like bold type if you were
Yes.
reading it on the screen, but you were then popped out in an archaeological dig near the town of Patna, which is in northwestern India. I think it's now Pakistan actually, but. You were in this archaeological dig, and you almost immediately insulted the poor guy who had no idea who you
Adjunct
were.
professor.
The disdain of academia.
And Dimitri was ready to just bail out of here and be like, see you guys later, until he saw there was a map in the book. Like, oh, this is important that we stay.
You were ready to bail out in a much more permanent method earlier.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, given the circumstances.
And yes, you are in an archaeological dig of an ancient university that was one of the first centers of learning of Buddhism in the world. You heard a story about King Ashoka, who was a
Swell guy. Just a swell guy.
I mean, later, you know.
I think we skipped a step because we've gone straight into the gateway to the Narakas.
And yes, the prison that he built was called the beautiful jail, and it was a palace on the outside that inside they said seemed as if it was hell. I
think they were past that, where it's like, we think this actually could have been a gateway to hell.
Yeah. And you were told the story of Ashoka coming late in life to Buddhism and trying to make up for and atone for his misdeeds, but not doing a great job of it. And you were being shown around by an older Indian man who told you to call him Vidyapati. He's bringer of knowledge, and he's the caretaker of this site, and he was taking you around and showing you things. And you noticed that there was a storm brewing, and that it was getting very uncomfortably warm. And he explained that it was a phenomenon called the Lu winds, which are not uncommon, but not around this time of year. But they are super dry winds that come in off the desert. They're an actual thing that can increase the temperature 40 degrees within minutes. Wow. And you managed to dodge inside of a tent. Dimitri pulled a gun out and made everyone in the tent a little uncomfortable. But you dodged heat stroke. I think everybody made the roll.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh yeah, but yes, not heat stroke, but didn't super succeed.
Yeah, that's right. There was a little damage handed out, but not you didn't get heat stroke. And we ended with you emerging from this tent and seeing that the mango grove that had kind of surrounded this site had been decimated by the Lu wind.
Had been burned.
Had been except for one tree. That it's about 100 yards into where the grove was. That is pristine and is hanging with just pendulous ripe mangoes.
Oh, I thought they were all flowering, but not.
No, so
we're gonna eat magic mangoes.
So here's the thing.
Of course.
Every other tree that you saw was indeed flowering, but this one is delivering. They look like super ripe, just luscious mangoes.
Okay. Gods have spoken. Eat the mango.
So you're just gonna walk up to the tree and eat a mango?
I mean, I'm gonna stand around and gawk like an idiot, like everyone else is gonna. Because that's what you do when you come out and something.
The Indian natives are they are looking at what's happened, and they kind of just they're taking it in stride.
Okay.
So
Okay.
good omen or bad omen? That's what I want to know.
This just happens every so often. Entire mangoes burnt to crisps, mango orchards.
Vidyapati smiles and says, "No, but this is clearly a message. The question is for who?"
I mean, Eugene has a habit of just eating anything, so I think.
It does say man go, so you know.
It is head shaped.
Gwendolyn will also go over, if only just to examine it.
All right.
I mean, if there's, I don't know, because those trees can get freaking huge.
In natural world.
There is probably a secret
this-
compartment in this.
You can if you so the two of you that are approaching the tree can make natural world rolls.
Yeah.
For it.
I mean, I can make a roll for it.
You sure can.
But
you may attempt.
how big is this tree? Because they can get big. Is this like an old tree or is
It
this?
seems quite old, yes.
Okay. And then let's see natural world. I don't know anything else. I just know
Would
this.
you like to use some inspiration?
This tree's old. Why would I? Why on earth? But I will set it on fire if I can.
Is there,
mean-
what are you looking over there? Maybe I have.
Yeah, so they're looking at the tree. Like these two have gone up to the tree. So
Yeah.
you two approach the tree.
Is there one close enough to knock it with my cane?
They are you can start as soon as you reach up there,
gunshot.
the mango falls off the tree, hits the ground, and explodes. And there are bits of mango flying, and you're both like hit by bits of mango.
Well, that's intensely ripe. Let's maybe try not hitting.
I'm gonna
Oh, it doesn't explode. I was thinking, oh,
Well, no, that's
This is not a hit the ground splorch. This is a hit the ground and boom, there is mango flying everywhere.
Oh, no, we
I
have
want to
things.
find some of it that I can. I mean, I'm sure some of it's on me. Touch it. Is
Yeah.
is it from
It's
heat? Is
it. No, it doesn't. It feels it's fibrous. It feels very ripe.
I'll find one that seems to be hanging a bit lower that I can actually like reach and pull off
All right.
without resorting
As
to
soon as you
hitting
reach
it.
for it, it falls to the ground and explodes again.
So is the
Both of you make me spot hidden.
is the
rolls.
pit exploded? Is the
Yeah, the pit is exploded.
spot hidden? That's not.
64 out of 84. 62 out of 84, excuse me.
I got a regular success. This is one of the only times in my life I'm ever gonna check this off.
So you both, as you step back from the explosion, you clearly see small black snakes that are writhing in the tree. And as the two mangoes hit the ground, they start to writhe down and start to head down the trunk.
Are they coming near us?
They're going for the
I mean,
mango.
they're coming down the tree.
I mean, I'll step back.
Yeah.
And I have mango on me. I can
Yeah, you can taste a piece. It's the sweetest mango you've ever eaten.
because it's overripe. Because that's why they're falling off so easily.
Can I approach at this point?
Yeah,
And-
Yeah, I was gonna say,
you
we
both
could-
you both
need
come
to
on
come
up.
up and-
No one else is coming near this tree.
Okay.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, no.
I will.
So as you both come up, you both see the snakes have now sort of wound around the bottom of the tree, and if they're going to come off the tree, they will be off it shortly.
Is that a natural?
Make a natural world roll.
Can I make an intelligence check to tap into knowledge?
Of course.
Ooh, 13.
Hard success.
All right. Let's.
Nope.
Okay.
Close, but nope.
So
No, I didn't
okay.
get it.
So with a hard success, the snake. I mean, the tree shouldn't have survived the winds. Looking around what everyone else is doing, mangoes shouldn't explode when they hit the ground. There shouldn't be weird. I mean, even if there were a snake in the tree, there wouldn't be hundreds of them all kind of moving in concert.
Hundreds?
Hundreds, yeah. These
I
are
think it's time to back up from.
these are they look. I mean,
They're like worm-like. So
they're
they're teeny, though.
garden snake size.
Still, hundreds.
But together they will make one giant snake.
Snaketron.
Oh.
If one of them comes near me, I want to try to like grab it behind its head like you would with a viper and examine it.
Okay.
I'm gonna back up.
Yeah, I was just
Back it
thinking
up.
that. I'm assuming that they're going to the exploded mango to eat it.
Let's see.
I'm not assuming anything about reality at this point.
Offer me a roll to grab that thing. It's gonna be somewhat hard because they're definitely not interested in being picked up. I'd accept fight brawl. I'd accept a straight dex roll, I guess.
Straight dex might work, or I also have desert survival,
You know what? Desert survival. I totally will accept that.
which is lower than my dex, but sure. 88, my least favorite number on
I will
Delta Green.
throw in a bit
Are you
there.
sure?
All right.
It's a 20. Okay,
Ooh, one of the big ones.
one of the good ones.
Why doesn't someone get out the flute and charm them?
13 out of 25.
I'm gonna
All
get the
right.
harmonica.
And I am not spending the luck to make that a hard success.
If only I still had a ukulele and was.
You know what? I will spend the luck to make that a hard success.
Oh my!
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, somebody got some new luck.
Yeah, I was at 21.
Shiny new luck. So yes, you reach down, you grab this thing. It looks a little surprised, and that seems to like stall. The rest of the snakes are kind of rearing back a little and watching what happens.
Yeah. I want to examine this to see if it looks like a snake that I have ever seen in these sorts of circumstances before. Does it look like a natural snake?
So make me
or-
I mean, so if you have biology or natural world.
Natural world I have.
Okay.
Where did I just put those? There they are.
So you guys step back. You all step
Oh, yes.
back. I mean, it seems like a snake that could be around here, but again, all of that, you know,
Yeah.
and so many of them, and the fact that they are now like watching you, is all not normal.
It looks like you have their snake leader.
Or at least I have the snake attention. One of the twain.
So the three of you that step back, you notice that the The snakes are forming a ring around the tree, almost like a moat of snakes around the tree.
They don't want us to get to this tree.
Well,
It's not. I mean, it wants to get out of your grasp.
Sure.
But it's not like, it's not revealing fangs or anything like that.
I'll like turn it and look it in its face, and just because things have been so fucking weird lately anyway, just, can you talk? Is that a thing that you can do?
It regards you unintelligently.
this reminds me of a thing my friend Tony from America would.
Oh,
would
yes,
say.
of course, Americans.
We should set this thing on fire.
You know what? I might agree with that.
I'm gonna try and Hindi.
Talk. So now
When in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to talk to the snake louder and slower.
In a different
It's in,
language.
it's in the
All right.
native language.
Try some Hindi, sure. What do you say?
I'm
Yeah,
just
make a
gonna
roll.
ask, why are you protecting this tree?
Okay.
Would be the. Oh yeah, that's a. Not a hard.
All right, yeah, you ask the snake a question, and when you speak Hindi, the poor snake is like trying to look at you.
I'll turn it so we can see
All right.
him.
And you hear a woman's voice say in Hindi, make me a Hindi roll. Anybody who has Hindi can make a Hindi roll.
Someone who's actually good at it should probably be rolling too.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
I got
I definitely understand.
very strong.
All right, so
Hard.
you both hear a woman, Dimitri and Gwendolyn. You hear a rich and earthy, if that's not too on the nose, woman's voice, a very alto, deep, almost husky voice.
Ooh.
Helen and Eugene, you hear, it still says Frank up there.
I mean, if you want her to come through the window at you, that's a great way to start.
Helen
No,
and
just call
Eugene.
me Frank.
no.
People are fond of Frank. They're like, Eugene's like.
Eugene's a dick. We liked Frank better, even though he brought him in the end of the world.
Yeah, he was a swell guy.
That's a great quote. We liked him better, even though he brought the end of the world.
I'm jealous that he's the one who ate Tenzin.
Oh.
That's fair.
Oh.
God, can you imagine the knowledge you would have gotten from that?
No doggy bag.
I mean, she got a little piece.
I got it.
The woman says, responds to you and says, "No, he's protecting me." And now, remember that 70? You won't remember this, but the Little Prince, like the 70s Little Prince,
I read
where
the
like
book.
Ben Vereen played the snake, and all of a sudden he was like, there was like a snake, and then Ben Vereen is just sitting in this tree.
So we're looking at Ben Vereen.
Yeah,
now?
Ben Vereen is there. No, but very similar to that, there is now a sinuous, not very clad woman sitting, reclining in the branches of this mango tree.
So it's not the one Gwendolyn is holding?
No, the snake. All the snakes are still snakes.
That'd be great. That turns into a person.
You got me. Oh.
Hold still, like drag him down to his knees.
And she sort of observes you bemusedly.
Hello.
She gets the sense that's a greeting,
Yeah.
and she will smile.
Which one of us speaks the best Hindi?
Oh, I'm at 75.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
Helen.
Yes.
So what would you like to say to her?
Well, I would say to her is that he's protecting. Who is he?
Okay, you can make me a Hindi roll.
Oh, no, this time I didn't.
All right.
I got really good last time.
She looks at you and
Do we want to inspire that? Because I'm kind of okay with that.
I mean, I can always try
Yeah,
to
I know.
jump
Let's
in and
inspire
elaborate.
that.
Let's
Yeah,
inspire
okay.
that, because you've got a really good Hindustani.
All right, come on. I'll do another set of dice. Come on. Oh yeah, 15.
that's how you know we're playing Call of Cthulhu. And she's like, 35, you've got a really good...
Oh, 75.
Oh,
I mean,
75.
75 is a very good
75 is,
score.
yeah, no, that is...
15, which is
Yeah, all right,
very
all right.
ultimate.
Critical success.
I'm gonna...
Critical. I gotta write that down. I can never remember.
I'm gonna, with a roll like that, we're gonna stop rolling for Hindi. You're good.
Well, I need to keep. I want to stay on.
You want to get a...
I want to know what's happening.
She says, he is one of my children, and she like gestures at the snake.
Oh, she said it's one of her children. You might want to let him go back.
Well, she doesn't seem angry at the moment.
Do I need to roll to understand that?
Sure, yeah, you can make a.
Perhaps you can ask how the trees. I
You
don't
know about my
Yeah.
children?
Yeah.
We're looking for the gateway to the Naraks.
Right. Okay, so we see that there's a tree, this snakes, one mango tree out of all of this, and you. Can you help us get to
The gateway to the Narakas.
the gateway to the Narakas?
Do we actually want to go to the gateway of the Narakas? Aren't we? Should we
Oh, we need
repeat
something
some of the
first.
text quest?
Yeah, we need the jars
Yes,
first.
No, but she might still be able to help us. We don't have to go right
So
away.
you're asking how to get to the gateway to the Narakas? Okay. She smiles and I am a Yakshini. I am a protector of valuable items. A guardian. The gateway to the Narakas is quite close.
We just need to find the quest item she wants. We trade with her and then.
She has a question mark over her head.
Yeah. So no, I said, well, that's.
She'll say,
I will let the rest of them know she's a guardian. She's a guardian.
A guardian of what?
She didn't. She said,
Valuable items.
yeah.
Sorry, out of character. I
yeah.
remembered.
Get valuable items.
Well,
like jars.
then she might know where these items are that we're supposed to hold.
The
One in the
key.
left, one in the right.
Right.
Pataliputra.
God bless you.
Bless you.
I almost made the same joke.
Pataliputra.
Almost isn't good enough.
I don't know if you've heard that word before, but
I'm bringing
if
it in. I'm sucking
anybody
it in.
has
Pataliputra.
history, you can make
Yes.
a history roll, and
Yep.
we're looking for
Regular? No.
regular's not going to get it done.
I guess I could spend luck, but
Nope.
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 sounds
All right.
familiar though.
It
Yeah.
does.
I think it's a
Doesn't.
type of ice cream.
The items that you seek, well, some of the items you seek are in Pataliputra. Some of the items you seek are right here.
She said some of the items are right here.
Ask for
What side? I was going to ask her what side she's on. Should I ask her that, or should I ask her where they are? I'll ask her. Can you tell us where the items are here that we can use?
They are in the roots of my tree.
Can we dig them up without hurting your tree?
That is a very kind question. Are you worthy?
Oh no.
I like the. she asked for where they. I'm going to tell her I think I am.
Or if
My-
there's a way
my-
that
You're a
we
guy.
would know, how would we?
My.
You have to ask if you're
I was gonna
not.
say, yeah.
I don't know if we're actually worthy, but we are on a quest to try and reclose the gates.
All right. I'm going to let her know and see, and if depending on how she answers.
But I did see unicorns.
He
All
may
right.
be.
So, I will tell her that
I did see.
we are
Get
on
out.
we are on a quest to close the gates, and one of us has seen the unicorns.
What is a unicorn?
The horses with the one horn in their head. They play in the happy place.
In the polo tournaments.
People see the people.
Deadly polar.
Shambhala.
Yes, I was going to look at my thing. People see Shambhala differently, but he saw the happy unicorn.
You have been to Shambhala. Are you servants of the kings of Shambhala?
Not officially, but we are trying to help.
Not officially.
I told her that she's asking about whether we the kings of Shambhala.
You actually have a literal note from the kings of Shambhala.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that
We
was
have a
what
hall
you gave us.
pass.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I didn't know if that,
I mean, we haven't like sworn servitors,
right,
but we are on a quest from them. So
We haven't
close
been
enough.
knighted, but
So, but
Multipass.
I can tell. Multipass.
Multipass.
I can tell her that we have a note telling us what we need to do.
And what do you need to do?
I'll read the note to them.
Okay.
And ask if
out.
if it makes sense, sir.
Yeah. Seek out the jars that hold the key to locking away what should never have been unlocked by mortal hands.
As you say that, this tree irises open.
It's gonna eat us.
And the Yakshini like sort of gently glides down to the ground, and the snakes now circle around her. And she lightly taps your wrist when you're holding the snake.
When I saw them moving away, I would have gently like put it down.
And the snakes will crawl up her and will become bracelets and anklets around her. And inside of the tree are how many jars? 3. There are 3 earthenware jars sealed with what appears to be beeswax. They seem very old.
All right. And I will say to her, may we exhume them?
It is your destiny.
It's our destiny.
Do you know what happens to individuals in our destiny?
Can she speak English now?
Yeah.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
I just okay.
No.
Never
I'm
mind.
gonna give
never
it a
mind.
go.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
I
give
can
it
because
a-
you can tell me. Ask
Yeah,
me.
20.
I wouldn't
Right,
have
yeah.
learned
Pass
per
it
se.
along.
Yeah, she smiles and she says, destinies are not prescribed. Destinies are discovered.
That was an argument for free will.
Yeah.
I'll convey that back, assuming I understood it. Or you want me to roll?
No,
again?
yeah.
Okay.
No.
Well,
You and I've got this.
And does it really matter? It's either we take this on or we accept that we brought in the King of Fear.
Everybody make me a luck roll.
Yes. Yeah.
And you spent that luck.
A single one.
You're gonna roll a 21 now.
right.
If I could have rolled a
No.
I mean,
critical,
no.
that would have been a critical.
All right, so 2 successes, 2 failures.
57.
Okay. That means
Not a critical fail.
Not a
means
critical
50-50.
I get a
Somebody
jar.
roll me this d6.
I'm bad at rolling.
What's good? High or low?
It doesn't matter.
Who knows?
5.
Okay. Everything's fine. So yeah, you she smiles and she just
All right.
Points
I'll
you
go
at
get.
the
I'll go
thing?
get one.
Yeah, Eugene
All right.
will grab a jar.
Is there? Are there any differences in them, colors or anything? I would be.
no, they're all 3 the
Oh, okay.
same.
I will take the
You
first
pick them up and they're you definitely hear something moving around inside, rustling. It's not. So it feels like it sounds like there's something light inside.
Something alive?
No, it doesn't feel like it's. You don't feel movement or anything
when
like
you say
that. This is just when you pick it up, you hear something shuffle or,
Oh, okay.
or shift inside.
Oh, okay,
Like
okay.
a scroll?
Not like
Could
water.
be, yeah, could be.
Okay.
And as you pick it up, you get a scent of peach blossoms.
Not mango, peach, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll pick one up, and as I smell that, I just the tiniest smile crosses Gwendolyn's face.
I think of Tenzin when I
Yeah.
smell it.
You think of Tenzin and how great he tasted.
Ooh.
I wanted to keep him around.
Well, you kept him down, so
Do I have to roll to ask for a mango?
no.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, I'm not gonna like impose.
She will she'll like take a minute and she'll kind of try. No. She looks at you and she smiles and she pulls down a mango and she hands it to you.
Okay, as long as it doesn't look like a human head and have brains inside.
It smiles at you.
That makes it okay.
You'd be more enthusiastic if that were the
Yeah, that's
case.
right.
No.
Now I know the mango's knowledge. And I presume you take a big bite.
I take a little bite.
All right, you take a little bite and then you take a big bite. This is the best mango you have ever eaten. It is It is in that like 5 minutes when it's in perfect ripeness, and just it is amazing. You gain a hit point if you have lost any hit points.
I think I'm good.
And you gain 1 luck.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, man.
Cue the anime.
Well, I mean, so here's, honestly...
If I eat his brain.
No, it's more like a slurping just because he hasn't had anything to drink yet. That heat went through, and I'm assuming this
It's
is
true.
a very juicy
Yes,
mango.
yeah, it is refreshing.
This is...
Yeah.
And he looks like, it's like, wow, that looked really good.
Yeah,
Eugene.
I mean, everybody who sees him eat that kind of wants the same.
Well, why don't you ask?
I will. It's like, may we all have a mango?
And she smiles.
Now you're getting greedy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she smiles and she says, my gifts are for all. And she'll hand you each a mango.
Aw.
And it is the best mango you've ever eaten. And if you've lost a hit point, if you lost any hit points, you gain a hit point, and you each gain a point of luck.
Hey.
I would have said it had luck, but I don't think Eugene would...
Eugene wouldn't be that meta.
No, like, it's like, oh, I feel luckier having had this mango. This is very fortunate.
But you felt really good, so that made me want to have one.
I feel like the fates are shifting in my favor.
Sure.
What is the movie where the guy's like emptying his canteen over his head and everyone else is thirsty?
Oh, yeah, gosh.
Chevy Chase movie?
That's Three Amigos, right?
Yeah, I think it's the Three Amigos, yeah.
Three Amigos. Three
There
Amigos.
you go. There you go.
Classic.
Yeah. Up here!
Mark that stuff right down.
You shot the invisible swordsman. How can you tell? Love that. The Three
Would you say I
Amigos.
have a plethora of guys?
It's a sweater. Oh, fantastic.
The classics.
If you like Only Murderers in the Building.
Yeah.
I need to watch that.
Oh,
I
it's
need
so
to watch
good.
it. I need to watch it.
So good.
Martin Short.
I'll add it to the list.
Martin
Yes.
Short is who I want to be when I grow up. He's fantastic. Martin Short is just fantastic. He's like, but he must be
A
exhausting.
washed-up play director?
No, Martin Short in
Oh.
general.
Oh.
Like Martin Short is like always on.
Oh.
Just whatever he's doing. And he's like, but he's got this fantastic, like, biting sarcasm that, like, the smile kind of, see, I don't have the smile, I just have the sarcasm. But, and so but he's just always, he's fantastic. I love Martin Short. So you all have a lovely, and you have these 3 earthenware jars.
Should we open it in her presence so we can get the clip notes of what these are? Should we ask if we open
Maybe
these now?
we ask what we're supposed to do if she wants something in
Everybody
return.
make me a listen roll.
Also, maybe somebody is coming up behind us and demanding that we
Oh, yeah.
give over
My
what we
dice
have.
are just garbage today.
Yeah, I made it.
2 out of 41.
Crazy. I made
All
a
right.
spot
3.
and
3,
a
wow.
listen roll.
All
this
right.
might be the first time I've checked off listen.
You hear-
critical success.
Wow, okay,
Wow.
both of you. So you both hear Vidyapati sort of sotto voce going, the archaeologist is gonna come.
So, perhaps we need to leave. How big are these jars?
Put it under my shirt.
They're very small.
Yeah.
All right. Just put him in a bag.
Under this?
Hide him under my robe because I remember I'm
Yeah,
wearing
you're
like, shirt,
wearing-
trousers,
yeah,
and a
you're wearing-
robe.
yeah.
I've got a
He was here
bag.
this whole time. I feel bad. Should I ask for a mango for him? An archaeologist isn't going to care if
Do
there's
it.
mangoes.
That's kind.
Do you want to talk to the archaeologist? He's
Not
probably
the
gonna want
archaeo-
to.
No,
Vidyapati?
Vidyapati.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's very, yeah. She smiles and she says, Vidyapati knows of my fruits and has enjoyed them.
Giggity.
I was gonna say that got weird real fast.
Yeah, because he could understand everything she's saying. So yeah.
Yeah, he's staying a respectful distance. When she says that, he kind of smiles. But then he looks at you and he's like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. I don't know where we are going.
Give her a little bow and step away quickly.
Yeah.
he will actually lead you back to that tent.
Beauty.
Where that is a living tent for a bunch of the diggers. And as you leave, the tree sort of unirises and collects back together, and the Akshini disappears into the top of the mango tree.
Now I feel like I should have left something in there. Like a scroll or something. An unholy scroll.
Leave one of your children in there.
The tree starts to blacken, and
I can't do that. They're being kept safe.
by other guardians of India.
Yeah.
By other
So yeah, you have
horrors.
these 3 jars. Vidyapati is just sort of looking at these things. And he's like, we have found many jars here, but nothing like this.
I think that these are possibly the greatest treasure here, and I say that recognizing that I'm on the side of a dig that holds wonders that I can't even begin to imagine.
Yes.
Do we have instruction on when and where we should open these?
I think we need to open them now because it has, according to our hall pass, as I've heard it called, these hold the keys to closing that which should have never been opened.
I mean, I'm assuming it's warm enough out that the wax shouldn't be too much of a
Yeah, no, it's super easy to open these.
Okay.
You know, you don't need to
like,
like break
pry
the
it
jar.
open.
No,
Maybe
you
we
just
don't need the jars.
you just break the
Well,
seal.
We'll
nice
see. We
jars,
might be able to.
They are
carry
lovely
it.
jars. They're
Yeah.
very nice earthenware.
And it might be an easy way to carry them.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all aware of like, you know, you have almost no possessions on you. You know, you have like the clothes on your back.
And a
Some of
bag.
you have weapons. Some of you have bloody knives. But you don't
It's
have
not bloody anymore.
you don't have bags.
Oh, we don't. Okay, I thought I had a
Do I lose my
bag.
bag?
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
All right, I
I
thought
don't
I
have
had
my
a bag.
backpack.
Not that I really
all
have
my
much in there.
Yeah,
but
you
money,
with just
money
one
and
jar of
stuff.
soy
or-
sauce left.
No, I definitely left my bag behind when we were doing the ritual.
Yeah. So I mean, pretty much, unless you said you were holding it, like money, yeah, it was in your pocket. You know, you have like a checkbook, a wallet. You know, so you have your papers and you have your wallet, but you might have lost that now with your clothes.
I think I've lost pretty much everything,
Yeah.
and I'm down to
Okay,
what
I
I'm
thought- I
wearing.
could have sworn I had a bag, but okay, gotcha.
one-
I mean, you
person
might have,
did.
but you've had it down for the ritual.
Yeah. When you guys did the rich, because you were playing the instrument. So you
Right.
both have the
Got it.
instruments because you were playing the instruments.
yes.
And
But the bowls were left behind, or everything
the
was
Kot
left
Vanga
behind.
was left behind.
Yeah.
Helen had a bowl. She was.
I think she put that down after she finished.
Yeah, after she was done eating.
I mean, we did get bamfed away to Shambhala or whatever the fuck.
Yep. So you open these fairly easily, and inside are there are each one has 2 sheets of yellow paper in it. The paper is pretty similar to the paper that the note that you got from the King of Shambhala was in. It is not in Tenzin's handwriting. There are the sheets are covered in narrow but very clean handwriting, back and front.
Oof.
Unfortunately, it's in Sanskrit,
Oh.
which I don't think anyone reads.
No.
No.
Tibetan is close.
But there are also 3 images drawn on the sheet: a bell, a strange club-like object, and a triangular mandala that is very familiar to you. It is the same one that you had in the previous ritual.
Oh.
I'll get a good look
Not
at that
familiar to
and
me.
see
Yeah, no.
if it's identical or just
Make me an
similar.
intelligence roll.
I was tripping balls.
70 fail.
I mean, if there are differences, they're not major.
But-
It definitely. Who drew? Oh, you drew it.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Meta, it is triangular, which is what you pointed
Right,
out
right.
before, which is harmful.
Right.
Yeah. Does Vidyapati speak Sanskrit?
That's a good question.
We'll find a book or kidnap someone who speaks it. and
You know,
force them.
we have less than ethical ways of getting our information.
What? You know, so in general, I really like the way they laid this out. The book is very nice. But
I watched the way you've had to flip back and forth between
so they have a
things.
weird thing where they do at the beginning of the chapter, they do a dramatis personae, where it's like, here are all the major NPCs
Right.
in this chapter, but they don't do the stat blocks for them are at the end of the chapter.
That's
so in the
dumb.
beginning, it's like, here's the role-playing hints and that sort of thing. And I mean, to me, you put them both together because
Right,
now I have
right.
to like go to the. I went to the front.
I will say that I've run into that with Stormwreck Isle, where like the words that are bolded have great things for like how to role play out Runara, but her stat block is in the back.
Yeah.
But at
All
least
right.
I know exactly where it is in the back. It's at the very end of the pamphlet.
Vijayapati, English, Hindustani, and Magadhi. So no, he does not speak Sanskrit.
Damn.
Sanskrit is ancient.
Yeah.
Well, depending on how much time we have, I might know people who can translate, but they're not here.
I'm gonna when things cool down, I'm gonna grab Dimitri and go talk to the adjunct professor because I have a feeling if anyone knows it, the person who is unceremoniously dismissed is our savior.
The
here.
one NPC we need, it must be the one we insulted.
You know?
So yeah, you are both,
Yeah.
so you being the more archaeological and intellectual, you're both just marveling over these.
Boring, yeah.
The paper is definitely ancient, although surprisingly robust. And the script and the drawings and all that sort of thing, you two kind of get drawn into
yes,
that.
yes.
And so
I
you
do want to pull out my papers and transcribe it just so.
that'll take a while.
That's fine. It's
Well, but
worth
if you're gonna
taking
go-
the time to get it right and then take that as opposed to like.
I mean,
hey, is that ours?
So are you just going to do one page?
or transcribe a couple sentences even.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll
just
do-
a piece of paper with like
Because it's
the
not
first
huge.
paragraph.
So make me an intelligence roll.
Why would an intelligence roll be needed for this? I'm just copying verbatim. I'm not understanding it. Or do I start understanding it? I don't start understanding
All
it.
right.
If that's what you were hoping
That
for.
is what I was thinking. So Sanskrit
I get
is
flashes.
Sanskrit is not it's not our alphabet.
Yeah.
So do you have any art skills?
Wait, you've never eaten anyone who can
Wow.
read Sanskrit?
No,
Wow.
Anyone who knows Sanskrit, I love that.
Are you asking that in character?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, technically yes, but
I'm staying out of this conversation.
I'm looking at this paperwork.
Give me just the first few lines, and I will go and ask if he can read Sanskrit.
All right. So you do that fairly quickly.
Can you give us that other sheet back? Just the yeah.
I'm
So
gonna tag along.
yeah, sure. You come out of the tent, and Mortimer is like prodding around at the base of the mango tree.
Watch out for explosions.
Welcome. Oh, very, very interesting, is it not, Professor?
Hello.
It's
You're still here.
yes. The storm. We had to take shelter.
Of
Unfortunately.
course.
And also seem to have taken out all of the mango trees except this one.
Yes, it's most curious.
Yes. Mystical, perhaps even.
Well, I don't know about all that. But I understand that there might have been some findings at the base of this tree.
There were snakes. Yes. We found some snakes at the base of this tree. It was it was scary, in fact. I mean, I know that they were very small snakes, but I was still a little scared.
Oh, Ezra spent inspiration.
To read.
That's right.
Is that an Amy? Yeah.
Ezra Ami'd even better.
Yeah, he just says, snakes, yes. But no artifacts. Nothing of archaeological interest.
I look, and the ground does the ground look disturbed anywhere?
Well, a little. He's been prodding.
Well, are you asking if something magically manifested from the ground? I'm looking at the dirt where he poked, this hasn't been moved.
No,
has
one
it?
of my men mentioned that that you lot had approached the tree and that something remarkable had happened and you'd made a find, and he came to find me. But
How would that be possible?
Yeah, I mean, what type of remarkable things did he describe?
Like some sort of, did he describe some sort of miracle or?
no, it was I mean, they're not terribly reliable, you know. I'm not. They see fairies everywhere, you know. It's one of the.
I mean, given that this one tree remarkably survived, you could understand how they could see trends like
Perhaps
that.
heat stroke. I am a medical doctor. Maybe I could attend to him to see if he is perhaps in danger.
That would be. I'm sure he's fine.
I mean, okay.
But you didn't find anything? No.
Oh, we found some
No
snakes.
jars.
From where? How?
Like jam? Jars of jam.
Well, I don't know what they'd contain, but I was told that you procured some jars from underneath this tree.
Perhaps I should go visit this person.
Well, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
Do you believe that we? Did he say how we got underneath the tree? And I'm looking at the
Right,
kind of
right,
putting my hand
right.
towards the.
You're gaslighting this poor guy.
Yes.
What, you believe this? I mean, if he's about to be like, well, something magical could have happened, I guess I believe in that. I'll be like, okay, that's something to work with. But if he's not stepping into the realm of the unknown,
He seems to not be, and so he's like, he's trying to you get the sense he's trying to rationalize everything here.
Good luck.
But
There's some bits of the
actually,
there's some bits of the mango
you can
stones
both
around.
make psychology rolls.
yes.
Heat strokes kicking in. He
Dimitri
needs a
and
mango.
Eugene.
Okay.
Regular.
Is my
Okay.
psychology? Yeah, it's not above 50.
All right, with a regular success, he cares far more about the jars than he cares about the tree, and that's everything he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's focused on something was found here, it's ours. You know, that's his. He doesn't care. Like, he wouldn't have cared if he'd seen that woman. Probably, he'd be like, "I'll take these jars, thank you."
Assuming he could have gotten them from
Yes,
her.
assuming he was worthy.
Or perhaps if you had seen the unicorns.
I beg your pardon.
Yes, when you enter the mystical realm of Shambhala, you see unicorns, which you can use to ride in a polo game. It is very dangerous, though, because
Polo.
yes, it's dangerous with unicorns because of the horn. Often there is impaling involved.
Gentlemen, if you'll excuse me. I think I am.
Do you know anyone, before you go, I'm sorry to ask, do you know anyone who speaks Sanskrit?
Well, I'm quite fluent.
Fuck.
It was part of my graduate study. We've found a number of Sanskrit manuscripts in this location. Translating them is one of my side tasks.
Oh, excellent. I mean, I have some notes. That's actually one of the reasons why we headed this way. Would you like to look at them? Or, I'm sorry, you're busy.
I believe we're about to engage in a negotiation here. And as we are about to engage in a negotiation, I think it's only fair that we're all up front about what we seek and what we have to offer.
Do you want jars that magically came from an unfurling magical mango tree, or
Do you
from
have-
under the roots?
do you
or
have
Do I
jars?
have magical jars?
Do you have writings in Sanskrit?
I pull out the
Yeah.
writings that I made.
He'll look at it and he'll say, "Well, that is interesting."
Well, good day.
Yes,
We will return to negotiate.
I understand. I'll have the chai ready.
Do you have regular tea?
Of course, yes. English tea.
No,
Chai has
no.
black tea in it.
So you ruined black tea with other things.
Eugene can drink any kind of tea he's learned.
And he's sort of like with a little hop in his step, he heads back to his tent, and he asked Vidyapati to join him.
Adjunct professor.
That's all right.
You're winning me over.
See?
I need that. We're going back to the tent. I need the knife.
What
Kidding.
do you need a knife for?
So the adjunct professor,
Professor Mortimer.
Adjunct Professor Mortimer.
got word that maybe a mystical tree had opened up and delivered some jars to us.
All right.
So, he is also very fluent, supposedly, in Sanskrit.
Supposedly.
Damn it.
Allegedly.
All right.
And he's looking to maybe figure out what the negotiation would be. So, we probably don't need the jars,
I'm keeping the jar.
nor could we carry the jars.
I can carry this jar.
So we give him 2.
I mean, they are very small. However, I don't think that we need them. We need the information that is in them,
We
which
may
he
not-
might be able to help with. Or, Helen, isn't Sanskrit the proto language version of Hindi? Are you able to make any sense of it at all?
So you look at it, make a Hindu roll.
Okay. My big question was, are the same things in each jar? Are they different?
No, each page is different.
Okay.
This is a 6-page document.
Got it.
Is the writing similar to Hindi? Is it a similar sort of?
It uses similar
Well,
characters.
I
Okay.
got a success, but not
All
a
right.
good one.
So there are words that you can see, but it's every like 37th word.
Sure. It's
you
kind
know.
of like the similarity between Russian and Greek. They
Yeah.
use the same alphabet,
Yeah.
but it's different enough.
Yeah.
But the important thing is Helen. I wouldn't be that bad with my knowledge of Hindi at transcribing it, but Helen would potentially be better at just getting accurate copies made.
Yeah. With the she would definitely be with the alphabet and stuff like that. Yes.
Yes.
So if you can make accurate copies of these, then it will follow in Eugene's comment. You said that you had notes. We don't have to show him the originals.
we could show him the notes.
Exactly.
I think that there might be something.
Right. Well, I will get down to
significant about
that.
the originals.
I do not want to show him the originals. I think that he will try to take them from us. And
So
claim that
We
it
need to
belongs
hide the
him.
jars then.
Yeah.
So it's
No,
gonna.
no, here's the thing. We use the jaws as a bargaining chip.
Oh.
We will give you these if you will translate these beautiful notes that we brought with us from question mark.
But he's going to ask why they're empty and what was in them.
There's all there. Did you see all?
Snakes. We should get snakes.
I mean that, but also, did you see all of the? Did you see all of the shards that he was working with in that tent that we came in? Like broken pottery is the best that he can hope for around here. To have actual full complete jars.
So
even
there
if
were
they're
some
open.
complete jars, not many, but you I mean that is true that this is even
Sure,
the jars
nice.
themselves are
That's
a significant
nice, yes.
archaeological
Yeah,
find.
because shards are the most common thing that you'll find in
That's
these
right.
sorts of things.
Do we
And
need to clean them so they don't have the...
no,
Yes, we need to get the wax off of it. If they
That's
look
what I
like
meant.
they were sealed properly,
Right.
he's
sealed.
gonna-
Well, I guess the question is, did they look like they were sealed recently? And I would look at that to be like, is there a way that we can make it?
No,
look
you're an
like...
archae. Yeah, you've seen it. It looks like the seals were ancient and brittle.
Yeah. So I don't think we need to clean them at all. If anything, someone else found them first and took whatever was in them, probably some sort of treasure, and we found these jars, which we will turn over to him in exchange for getting these notes translated.
He's going to ask us how we found them.
Well,
I
if he's
want-
going to believe
where.
if he's going to believe Irising magic tree,
No, I'm saying we have to need something else.
Don't
me a
give him
sword.
any ideas that cause him
Oh,
to damage
could they
that
be
tree.
in the tree?
I mean, apparently people saw us taking things from the tree and pass that along.
All right, so we won't say they're in the tree, we'll say they're up in the tree.
Yes, and if we
Perfect.
Sure.
So it's going to take you a long time to do that transcribe.
I'm going to be face down.
It's going to be hours.
Face down. I'm face
Can
down.
I help at all?
Yeah, both of you make me Hindustani rolls.
And come
Right here.
on. This time I didn't make it.
All right.
Can we do it again?
Sure.
If we could just incorporate fire into this somehow. That's it.
No! Same roll.
Okay.
Same exact roll.
I have to hit the table. It's okay.
Sorry.
Well,
So,
mine's coming along nicely.
so you're helping a little bit, but so this is stretching on to be like the work of like a day. You're gonna have a copy.
Yeah.
It's just gonna take you a really long time. And so
I'm so
about
meticulous.
about lunchtime, a couple of workers come in and bring you lunch. And there's a little note from Mortimer on there.
I'll tell them to keep working. So I'll read it.
Yeah, it just says in your own time.
Yes.
I will.
The utterly British way of saying foot tap, foot tap.
I will sample a little bit of everything, just in case it's poisoned.
All right, you die. Yeah. No, it's you know it is it's the utterly spiceless Indian food that the English like.
Oh.
Reminds me of the Caribbean we had this week.
I've gotten so used to the spice version. This tastes bland.
It does taste a little bland, but there's still enough there that you know.
Just doing
Could
this
you
while I'm
probably,
writing.
like, hook us up with like proper food?
So he hasn't come back.
Oh.
So you're now basically you're in this tent alone.
He's getting alone time with the tree.
Wow.
You know, not wrong.
Yeah. No. Helen is just kind of like she grabs a few things and then she's still just writing. This is joy for her trying to do this.
Yeah, and it is like I said, it is going slowly.
Oh, that's okay. Meticulous. Being right is right.
So I'm actually just gonna get prepared for a journey and just like make sure everything that I do still have is.
Yeah, you go through stuff.
Maybe look see if I can buy a pack off somebody.
Oh yeah, somebody will sell. Yeah, if you so mark
Have
off
silver dollars.
Yeah, mark off $1 and you've got like adventuring equipment. You get like a nice pack of stuff. They'll even give you a shovel because they've got plenty of shovels.
I'm sure.
Ooh, can I get in on that minus the gear for doing work?
Yeah, anybody who pays $1 can get a nice robe that's loose flowing.
I got it for everybody.
Look at that!
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Pops.
I'm head down.
Pop's dropping out the wallet.
Oh, that's why
He
he's
knows
our
that
pop.
generosity is gonna pay off.
That's why I call him pop.
Excuse me, I just have to. No, let me get this
Me,
one.
I got it.
Unicorns.
Y'all weirdos.
So yeah, you as soon as word leaks out that you're paying cash for like people's old laundry, they are just like, here's my bag. Yes.
What about properly spiced food?
You can. That's a harder ask just because you're busy. So
Yeah.
So if you don't do anything, this will drag on until well into the night. Like you figure by midnight you will have the copy done.
Yay.
Yeah.
So if you figure that, I think we should at least go tell him and say.
Well, we want to keep this
no,
on.
I don't think so because we wanted it to seem like we came here with these notes.
Yeah.
So I think that our job is running interference. So if anyone comes to try to bother them,
What these 3? These 2. These 15. These 10 commandments. If you do the.
that was Monty Python, but which one?
No, that was Mel Brooks' History of the World.
Right.
Part 1.
Part 1. Yeah.
Oh.
So you, all right. So about midnight, you feel like you've made a good copy. You're not sure about the drawings, the
But
words
art.
and stuff.
But art.
No, that was the other guy.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Frank.
Right.
Well, my argument was like, don't do that. He doesn't need to see that.
If he sees that,
Figure 1.
Yes.
If he sees that, he might know what it is, and if he knows what it is, then he can drive a higher bargain to get it.
Yes. All right,
to
so
us.
I won't worry about that.
Okay.
We finally get to go to sleep then.
Are you going to let me do the negotiating with an adjunct professor?
What could possibly go right?
Ground. No, what?
Do I?
You guys could use a few bits. Although most of them are for me. We have our pal, Deadboy42,
Hey.
who I hate to disappoint, but this is not the season finale, my friend. They still have a ways to go.
Too long.
But he has
But you listen to Frank.
he has 500 bits for the players to make sure that you win.
Nice.
That had a backspin on it.
Thank you.
And the reason he gave those 500 bits was that my favorite Twitch user, second favorite, Jay Matthews, among my many.
Find out which one is your favorite Twitch user. Click here.
He gave me 500 bits saying, "Don't worry, Jay Matthews is here. You can kill them all now."
Aw.
I wasn't gonna. He has to be here.
No.
He must be present to die.
Killing us is not the right thing to do in this situation. Making
So,
us fail
Jay
and
Matthews,
live.
you have a standing invitation to come visit the studio.
Yeah.
And watch all of our characters.
If you come
horribly
visit,
die.
I will ritually slaughter each of them.
Wow.
Characters, right?
Especially
Far as you know.
Yeah, my panic button for the alarm.
Stop tapping your screen. You're gonna
just drink this
confuse it.
psychedelic tea. It'll all be fine. So you go to who's going to see adjunct Professor Mortimer?
I'll go.
All right. Anybody else gonna go?
Or you gonna leave this up to Gwendolyn? That's dangerous.
I'm
You
just.
wanted to sleep.
I am hiding that jar.
I have.
guys-
I'm
you-
getting my jar.
So these two have been
They're exhausted.
Yeah.
exhausted.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Get some sleep. We've got this.
Okay.
Do we take the originals?
No.
Oh no.
Not a chance in hell's. We just spent all those hours
I'm
doing
sleeping with the
the copies.
These two
Gwendolyn,
are
I
asleep.
could go with you.
Go sleep.
If these two
Shoot.
are asleep,
All right,
if we leave
all
them
right.
here, they will just break in and steal them.
Or we carry them with us, but hidden.
Right.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Sure. I mean, if this is
That
in the
was not
morning,
what you said.
do we just want to get coffee and walk away? Take a walk away from the grounds while they negotiate?
No, you want to sleep.
Well,
Yeah.
sleep on the train.
No, sleep.
Go sleep.
I'm gonna hide them on me.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say. Do
Not
you want me
anywhere
to?
near a pistol. So because
Yeah,
that'll-
I will let Dimitri hide them on his person because I suspect that adjunct Professor Mortimer will think that I have them.
All right. So you've got the 3 jars on you.
Not the jars,
No,
the papers.
Oh, the papers. Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say we could keep them here.
No,
Are you bringing the jars as well? Or are you?
Yeah.
The jars are harder to conceal. The papers easy to conceal.
I think we take them with us, but we're not trying to conceal them because those are what we're offering in negotiations
Is
for.
Eugene keeping his?
He's,
No,
Ah,
you don't get to keep one.
what are we keeping them? These are perfect for keeping these papers.
I don't care. We can hold them in the pages of a book if necessary. But
Let's do that.
Watch we fall in the ocean. Cut
Let's not-
to us in
I was
the
gonna say,
water.
don't bring
If only
them
we had
with
the
you.
jars.
these are valuable jobs for negotiation to get these fucking things translated so we know what we're doing.
But don't bring the real ones with you. He might find
We're
them.
hiding them. If he's going to search us, then we are going to that will go beyond the bounds of hospitality and beyond the bounds of politeness. At which point I will stab him.
Oh well, thank you for keeping me out of that.
Go to sleep. Go away.
the stabbing will commence later. So yeah, he'll there's a guy outside your tent, and he'll take you to Mortimer's tent, which is a small but very comfortable tent. And he's reading a book and drinking a little sherry. Oh, hello. Can I offer you a drink?
Yes, please. That would be
He
lovely.
pours a little bit of sherry for each of you.
I do not drink.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now take a sip.
It's pretty good sherry for being in India.
Apologies for the lateness of our arrival.
No, I'm sure you were very busy.
And I also wanted to apologize for my behavior earlier. It has been a very long several weeks. But that is no excuse at all, and I do apologize.
Of course, yes. Where did you come from?
What year is it? It's 19. It's 1924.
1924.
Great.
What year do you think it is?
1924.
1924.
I see.
As I said, it's been a very unusual several weeks.
Yes, how did you find our way to our dig?
Well, it is not well publicized that you are working in this area, but among those who know, it's not difficult to find.
I see.
But I do hear that you are fluent in Sanskrit.
Yes. It was a part of my doctorate. Yes.
Yes. So as our companion Eugene said, we have notes that we brought with us, and we were wondering if you would be able to translate them.
So you came to this dig hoping that someone here spoke Sanskrit.
Sorry, you definitely see Dimitri opens up his notebook and he just writes 19 with like exclamation points next to it.
We came to this dig because the originals that we made these notes off of indicated that they had come from this site.
Oh, I see.
Some shepherd came through and found them and brought them to the right place and made their way to Peking University.
Peking University?
They traveled some distance, didn't they?
Goodness.
But because we weren't able to bring the originals with us, we brought transcriptions with us. We were hoping that we would be able to get some information here once we were actually in the location.
Do you have any deception skills?
Yes.
Persuade?
I have charm,
Charm. Perfect.
which, after apologizing, is a better chance of working.
And actually, I'll give you a bonus die.
Sweet.
Because he's too afraid to argue.
Wow.
Yes.
Be my witness. There are 2 20s here.
Yes.
Nice.
Which is a hard success.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
He says, "Well, that is quite a journey." And so
has-
you came here from Peking.
Yes, I was a professor there, a visiting professor.
I see. Wow, that is fascinating. Well, so thank you for your candor.
We have the jars, because
Yes.
we brought the jars. So
Yes, I see the jars, and
I'm going to just set them down.
so you found the jars here.
Yes. They were right by the tree.
Yes, you were rather evasive on that point earlier.
Yeah. Well, the snakes were kind of distracting.
The snakes were distracting. It had been a very long day, and the fire threw all of us off. That was... I don't like to use the word supernatural, but...
Yeah, the fire must have cleared everything away.
Yes, it must have. Well, I think for finding these extraordinary specimens, the least I could do is translate your document.
That would be very helpful. And of course, these are part of your find.
Well, yes. Both of you make me boop 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 boo. Let's call it an education roll.
If I fail this,
96, motherfucker!
14 out of 81.
All right.
Oh,
so
wow.
Hard, critical
Critical.
success.
So you both have the same thought from very different directions. So you are
Gwendolyn.
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 Actually,
You are Gwendolyn.
friends, we have a tradition here. Somebody fumbles, we go to break. So I really
We'll be
will.
back in 4 months, everybody.
Maybe not that tradition. but we'll be
Different
recasting.
tradition.
It'll it's a whole thing. The world explodes.
Bye, Nick. It's been good working with you.
So we have that story deck, the writer's deck there.
I want to be a constant.
Tough. That was Emma and Alexandria.
That's 3 seasons ago. That we're going to be giving that away. So #chaos right now to be entered to win that, and we'll be back just as soon as 5 people can use 1 bathroom, and I can get a cream soda.